Okay, so here's a little tutorial on how to play the Renegade theme that I made a cover before, and some people asked me how to play that. So you're gonna have to follow your ear a little bit. The intro goes like. It's basically 2nd fret G string, open string, then 3rd fret D string, back to G string. Right? You get that. And then you start on A string. Right, so open A string, 3rd fret, then 3rd fret D string, open D string, 3rd fret A string, and back to D string. Right, so you gotta be tuned for this in drop D, right? So basically everything's like standard, but the low E string is a D string. You basically tune it down 2 steps, right, to make it D. Same like this one, right? Anyway, now you get the intro. You're basically holding the D chord like that, and then you're adding a little notes here and there, right? So I'm gonna play it really slow so you can get where, and basically you're putting your middle finger, you're putting it on the 2nd fret and 3rd fret of A string and 3rd fret of the D string and 3rd fret of the G string, right? So it's like you just have to, practice it with like, I'm gonna play a couple times so you can practice it along. Yeah, something like that. The slide that I'm doing here, that's basically just power chords, but you can play them on. That's why pretty much people tune down 2 steps on the E string to make it so that you can play. You can easily do power chords like that just by holding these 3 strings on 1 fret. So yeah, that's like. Basically do this, A string, 2nd fret A string, and open D, and that basically puts you into major scale, because until now you are playing like you were playing in this scale, but now you're like playing in major scale, which is so that sort of like changes the mood for the solo, right? And when I'm playing it alone, I usually just sing along the solo and play the chords, so it sounds like except this part. Right, this is basically you're playing these 2 strings like these two, and that makes the D chord, right? You mute pretty much everything else. I'm just touching everything else, and you know, not pressing down on it, so I can just strum all the strings and play only these two, and basically you slide down here, right? This is the D string again, you know, this 12th fret, so 10th fret. The shape of the major scale is like, right? So you're pretty much locked in these positions, and you're playing. Right, that's the solo, and then the rest of the solo is, you know, different chords, and I just, you know, I guess you could figure it out here, but when you're playing alone, you wanna do the chords and sing rest, so it's like. Right, so that's G minor, A sharp, F. You play it on the third chord here, I mean third fret, just these three strings. Or you can play it like that, you know, without playing the E string. That's C, then G minor, then F, and then D sharp, and back to C, right? That's the last chord. And this thing you do here, you basically play this power chord, and then you move this finger to, you know, one step down. It's basically the difference between this and this. That's A sharp now, but you don't play it here or here. Notice how usually you would play it here, but now that I'm in different tuning, you have to play it here, right? Or here. But it's just the way it sounds, you know, it's supposed to sound. It's better to play it like that, like. And then intro again. And that's how I play it.